Tony's here. I think we can start. Hello. How's it going? Hello, Tony. How's it going? How is it going? Let me kill this music. No need for music, and we can listen to roaring engines. We're really close. Sojourn is just like 92% left. Music was good. Nah. It was cancelled. Music has been cancelled. No longer welcome. Yeah, we just have 3 missions left, and they're all electricity. Had you dancing? I like it. I've seen you dancing before, though, and I'm not sure we want to see that. Twerking Tony is just not really what it once were, okay? How you doing? Happy weekend on you. Hope you are ready for a good one. Probably short to stream today. I'm feeling kind of tired.
To see a place that's not falling apart here. I guess even sinkholes know better than to open under supply depots. Or they like taller structures. Like that newly built radio tower that got swallowed by one. That's why they had to reactivate the old one, which we need to fix. But sometimes there's no fixing the old things. And it's better just to let it go. Let's hope that's not the case this time.
Kelly. You talk very much, Kelly. Just saying. Don't have to talk all the time. So I just need to bring power to these things? Well, that seems easy. We already have power over here. Well then. So is the game almost over? No, just this map. We still have 3 maps when I'm done with this, I think. Yeah, should be 3 maps. So 2 more in the same sorta. Okay, I'm not getting past here. Forget it. 2 maps in the same sort of column as this one, and then it's the last map, which is, to my understanding, significantly bigger than the other 2 that we have left to do. And I think at the moment I'm spending maybe 4 or 5 streams per map, so half a year maybe we're done. Which map has been my favorite so far? I think Incommunicado. But that might be just because you get the logging missions there, and I found the logging missions to be a lot of fun. I hope they lean into more of the logging stuff, to be honest. It's a little bit lacking right now. We have had very few missions where logging is the thing.
You as a bit weird that they built a gas holder near an oasis. Couldn't they put that thing somewhere further away, where it wouldn't ruin the view? I guess there aren't too many aspiring artists among oil moguls. Ah well, just connect this thing to the grid and you can get out of there.
You grumpy, Kelly? What's going on? So, can I bring this over this way? I probably can. Or do I bring it over this way, maybe? Maybe I'll bring it this way. That seems like the better way to do it. Okay. Okay. How is Miss Silvermoon doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. Seen quite a few people not a fan of Kelly. I actually don't mind her. I find her kind of endearing, but like, she does talk a lot. She do have a knack for speaking, so to say. And I don't even mind that. It's just when you're streaming, it's kind of annoying to have someone speak over you all the time. Yeah, you know, typical woman. I love it. Yeah. It's a little bit on the nose as well. The whole, oh, we'll make a trucking game and then we'll put this young, pretty redhead as the main character. Like, I don't know. I find that maybe a little bit excessive. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Typical woman. It's not that bad. Why are you doing this? Oh, there's like a rock here. Okay. It was just covered with some sand. Gotcha. Are you serious? Can we stop? That's connected, right? I think so. Yeah, there's like rocks under the ground here and you can't see them. So it's like, come on. How far have you made it, Silvermoon? I think last time I saw you, you were in... I think you were in Incommunicado. I think so. We should be able to finish this map fairly quickly and then we can head over to the next map, which I'm not really sure where I want to go next. I did put on game audio. Not very far. That one can't remember what it's called now. Okay. Is it the one where you are... maybe I shouldn't spoil anything. Never mind. Never mind. I think you were Incommunicado. If I'm not mistaken. Why is the... Okay. Where are we going? We are going... Maybe I'll go first up to here, actually. And I can probably go on the left-hand side. Yeah. Yeah. I think this map was fun as well, but I think it's a little bit too short. I think they could have done more with the sand mechanic in this map. Maybe remove some of the sand queries and force you to use the 6. The extra one. Not sure that actually connected. I'm sure they're gonna add a lot of stuff with DLCs and stuff, but it feels like they have a lot of features in this game that's just... They feel underused. Not like half-baked, but underused. Why do you keep doing this? It's like you touch a little rock and then all of a sudden you can't move. What's going on? Why can't you break ground here? There we go. This thing is wonky. This is not gonna work. That looks like a rock. Nope. Anytime you think it's not gonna work, then it works perfectly fine. Ooh, we can do something satisfying now. We can finish all of these in one go. That would be kinda nice. If we connect all of them first, and then we can connect to power, the last thing we do, we should be able to finish all 3 missions in one bag. Why are you unable to move left? Okay, I think we're gonna have to be on the other side of the place here. Come on. Come on, buddy. You have tracks. You're supposed to be able to go wherever you want. That's the whole point. No? There we go. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to tear up this road. I usually try to avoid that, but sometimes we're gonna have to do that. I don't think I have any routes actually driving through here, so should be okay. Man, today at work has been so slow. I feel like I've just been waiting to go home this whole day. Or go home. I'm working from home, but you know what I mean.
I'm a huge fan of all things oil industry related, but its facilities in the wild are kind of fascinating to look at. Reminds me of those impossible drawings by that European artist. MC Hammer? No, that's not it. Well, I can't quite touch this, but it reminds me of that art. Cool, ain't it?
What are you talking about, Kelly? Come on. Is that connected? I feel like that should be kind of connected. I'm not sure. Probably questionable. There we go. Sorry. Sorry. My bad. Let's connect that. So can I see in this if it's connected or not? Not really. It doesn't tell me if it's like broken somewhere. Okay, and then we need to get to there as well. Just probably just follow the road, I think. Works. Gonna try to not tear up my road. But yeah, not always the easiest thing to do. I guess we're gonna have to make a little bit of a ridge in our... Oh! It doesn't actually tear up the road. Ah, it does actually. Kinda make it awful. Oh well. Probably gonna have some vehicles complaining there, I would imagine. At least we can knock these trees over, and maybe we can go up here actually. Maybe we can make our way up this way instead. Can you stop? There we go. Really? Can I have you go down this way? No. Well, chucks. What if I go over here then? You'd think a vehicle with tracks would be kinda agile, right? But no, it's just impossible to control. Actually, I can just record this. I can just recall that. At least I park it in the right direction when you recall stuff. Okay. Now then. We should be able to just peruse our way over there.
Hey, this thing looks like new now. I guess the repair crew really pulled out all the stops. Well, they couldn't have done that without you there, could they? So, finish laying that cable and give yourself a pat on the back for me.
Ah, you're talking about this thing. Yeah, I guess they did pulled out all the stop for old Keanomy over here. Proper. Alright, I think we have power up in the northeast part of the map. So we should be able to just make a little route over there and we should be good to go. Meeting full. No meeting Friday today. Nice. Nice. I said just before, my workday has been so relaxed, it's crazy. So yeah. How do I get power from there? Can probably bring it through here, huh? Yeah. Ooh, can I be lazy? Do I have the vehicle here? I do, right? Yeah. So I can just go 4, 1, 2. Click all the buttons. One of them has to be the one I want. 4. Okay. And then we want the specialty ones. Just that. Yes, please. Nice. How's Jedi doing today? Good to see you. As always. We're just about to finish this region. I'm laying down my last cable here. Last little bits going down right now. And I actually have no clue which map I want to go to next. I kinda want to go to Sandswept, just because I think the sandstorms would be kinda cool to deal with. But I'm also like, I don't even know the other maps, so maybe I want to do that map first, so I get to do what I know I'm gonna sort of enjoy at the end. I'm that kind of person. I leave the best for last. So yeah, I'm not sure. We'll take a look at the... I don't even remember what the other one is called. Deluge is the last one, right? No, that's Kernel. So it's Deluge that I have... That Deluge that I have left. I guess. Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure something out. Let's see if we managed to lay down all of the power cables correctly, or if we missed something. I think we should have gotten it put down correctly. I feel like we doubled up on all the places where it was like questionable, so... I guess I just need to connect it to here. I don't even have to go to the circle. This will be just fine. Bam! Objective complete! We all have our qualms about oil industry, but it's the heart of this region. Seeing it beat again means more than it seems. And all of the objectives. Level 15 as well. Nice. Nice. We're gonna watch some cutscenes now, I think. Oh, that's lazy. That sentence says the same for all of them. Is that true? I guess so. Yeah. I didn't pay attention. Is the cutscene the same as well? No, I think these are... No, it's the same cutscene as well. That's funny. Why would they do that with the last mission in the region? It feels like they would like to, like, spur that on a little bit, right? Yeah, no, they just give you the same stuff.
The local industry is officially up and running again. It may not
Yay.
be the cleanest oil operation in the world, or the most important, but it does keep the entire region alive. And you got it running again. Having that as a line on your resume looks impressive, don't you think? Of course, I'm
That's exactly what we did.
Alone, but you sure were instrumental, and that's what counts.
That's exactly what we did. All of them at once. Revived by our efforts, the local oil industry bounced back big time. By repairing the river lock, we've reopened the arteries of commerce. allowing life to flow through this region once again. And then America came. So, I guess we're going back to the hub, huh? We done. We done. Yeah, I also finished all of the regions myself first. So that is how I did it too, okay? You're not that special. Stop it. Okay. Everyone complains about Deluge, so now I kind of want to do that one. Let's do Deluge. Everyone complains about that. After a continuous season of bad weather, the water level in a local river has risen. Unfortunately, the aged upstream dam, already weakened by recent seismic activity, collapsed, causing the reservoir to drain. Been tasked with restoring its spillway before it gets any worse. Easy. Easy. Alright. Malamute, you're up. Let's go Malamuting. Let's go Malamuting. Eastern Europe, autumn. A season of harsh weather caused the local river to overflow, damaging the old dam and multiple vital infrastructure. That's not facilities. Companies known to be reliable. Was called in to provide all necessary support. We'll do that. Hey, Kelly.
Flooded out of here. We have our work cut out for us, that's for sure. Since you'll need your base of operations up and running, I recommend checking out the machine yard. From there, you can drive up to Sandwing, the settlement next door. I'm sure you'll find a good spot. Oh, and that cool Lynx Scout vehicle we prepared for you? Well, it's somewhere. You can laugh, but I don't know where exactly, as nobody bothered keeping proper
I'm going.
records. At least I know that you can find it in the Eastern Highlands.
Instant links, let's go. Ah, there's a lot of stumps there. Okay. How do I get over the water? Nobody knows. Start by getting down to the water, and then we can figure out how to get across the water. Huh. I thought this was gonna be an easy one. Okay, this kinda looks like we should be able to traverse, right? If there's trees here, then that seems like it should be a safe passage. Safe-ish passage. Maybe this is not as deep as I thought it was. Can I go this way without drowning? Nope, 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 nope. Nuh-uh. Cannot go that way without drowning. Good to know. Okay, what is up with this place? Huh. So, I thought that was a road. Guess not, huh? Oh, I can see it on the map. Okay, that makes it a lot easier to drive. Do some map scouting first, apparently. Okay, I just want to get to the links. As far as I understand, that thing can drive underwater forever, which is kind of cool. That snorkel is crazy. What am I stuck on? I swear, this game has the SnowRunner thing where you don't see stumps until it's too late. How did you get over it if you can't get over it? I don't get it. The winch is fucking useless. How? Seriously, do not understand how I got this stuck here. How did it even get over it if I can't move? And the winch just stops pulling after a little while. Maybe if I dig a big enough hole around this thing, it will just break. There we go. Well hidden, I have to say. Well hidden. Alright. I'm ready to get a new scout. Let's go.
Good grief. This is going to sound a little crazy, because it is. This local fisherman is asking for a, let's say, sizable amount of wooden logs. He wants to build his own dam downriver to protect his fishing nets. But hey, if the man wants to pretend to be a beaver, who am I to deny him that experience? Anywho,
Let the man be a beaver, Kelly.
owe us a favor can't hurt.
Fair enough. We'll get him some logs. Okay. Where's my car? There it is. Extended air intake, larger than life tires. Drivetrain that get you through the worst days. I like it. I like it. Where is it? There you are. Okay, it's narrower than I thought. So I guess it tips over a little bit easier. But yeah, that's nice. So, what are we doing? We're going over here. We got some side mission as well. Need to bring 20 logs. I've been asking for a large logging mission, so this is actually really nice to see. So, I know this guy can go underwater to quite a large extent. So can I just drive across this? Or how does that work? Do I need to worry about water at all, or can I just like not worry about water? It does still flood. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got it. You know what? I have 114 grand. We can buy a new one. I just leave it there. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Give me my links, please. I'll pay 25 grand for a vehicle with bigger tires. Absolutely. Don't ask me twice. Okay. How do I... There you are. So, let's go and have a look at what we have over here. So yeah, you can't go and just drown this guy however you want to, I guess. You still have to at least be close to the surface. You will probably want to be able to see the roof, I imagine. That would make sense, considering where the snorkel is. Not gonna lie, having some rain now, not that opposed to it after being in the desert for a while. Fucking stumps everywhere. Darn stumps everywhere. Okay, is this easy terrain or is this scout just broken? Why am I just flying through this? I guess this scout is just broken. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. Alright. Here we are. I need to get over there somehow. Somehow. So... Is it electric or something? It's so quiet. Yeah, it's so quiet. Okay. Can you please don't drown yourself and try turning in the direction I am turning? Can we do that? Now then, let's try again. That's a bridge of some sort. Probably pass here, I imagine. That looks doable. Yeah, I'll just go out here. Okay. Nice. Yeah, even in reverse, this guy is quiet. Weird. I guess it's the Roadcraft Tesla edition.
It's a minor miracle the machine yard is still standing. With our usual luck, there'd be a crater instead. Yet, here it is. And it just needs some dust brushed off. I can hardly believe my eyes.
True that, Kelly. I made it. Where to next? Scout the area and establish a base. Okay. We go down this way and see what's what, maybe? I think we're gonna need a way to build a bridge here, it seems like. Yeah. Oh, I might as well scout this out. Might as well go scout this out. Maybe I can go past here. Yeah, this seems drivable-ish. Yeah, maybe not so much. Okay. Yeah, well, let's not push our luck with that one. Maybe we can find another way. Also not opposed to doing some logging. We can probably get up and go around that, right? Yeah, why not? Up we go. This thing gives me like monster truck vibes with these tires. The fact that you can kind of just go through anything. Pretty neat. Not gonna lie, pretty neat. Okay. Yay, we found a road. And a washed out road. I had a snowman run a moment there for a second. I was thinking, oh shit, when I ran into one of those. But you don't have to think, oh shit, in this game. It's actually fine to run into stuff. It won't just completely destroy your suspension instantly. It's actually okay. Area revealed. Okay. We need to clear that area of objects. Which honestly I think we will do with the scout. I usually don't do that. But I also don't want to bring a crane all the way over here. So maybe we will do that this time. We'll get to see how much this guy can pull as well. You open from the inside, huh? Hi, which map is this? This is Deluge. Deluge. That map. That map. Honestly, this is gonna take forever this way. Maybe I will get a dozer. If I wanna get a dozer, how do I even get it over here? Get it through there, but... Oh, I can just go down this way. Okay. Let's get a dozer over here then. Let's get a dozer over here then. You? Sure. And then we can do this as well. And... Come on. Isn't it one to lower the ramps? 4. Okay. Okay. That didn't work out. Are you too wide for this guy? I think you're supposed to be able to fit. Gosh, it's so hard to drive this in reverse, especially when you're like hovering back and forth like that. Because it doesn't understand which damn direction you're supposed to be turning. No, I was so close. Okay. Fine. Let's send you back. Oh. Actually kept the dozer as well. That's fine. Let's just drive this then. Yeah, I want them to add something smaller than the big massive machine. So we're gonna aim for... I think we can still make it through that. But maybe I'll go down to the right here just to see what that looks like. Maybe I should have used the other dozer. It's a little bit faster. Maybe the big one, 6. We don't like it. I like it, but I wish there was something a little bit more convenient. Maybe I should say. I want the step, but big enough that I can put this vehicle on it. That's what I want. That's probably what I'll never get as well. Okay, this is just... But yeah, we could definitely put it on the step. I just don't think the step would be much faster than just driving this guy as it is. And my whole idea was to try to get there a little bit faster. Oh, okay. Come on. There we go. Yes, beautify the terrain a little bit here and we're good to go. Sort of. Hold on. And another big one with the crane. Like the mule. It's maybe OP then. Oh, you mean like I actually don't want more vehicles that have a crane together with cargo stuff. I think it's quite clear already that vast majority of people playing Roadcraft doesn't understand that it's not SnowRunner. And I think adding a bunch of vehicles that have cranes attached to them together with a cargo thing just makes everyone that plays SnowRunner go, oh, but now it's SnowRunner. Now it's SnowRunner. I need SnowRunner things now. Because all of a sudden it's about transporting cargo, and that's not what this game is. At all. So I can see the appeal to it, but I don't think it will be beneficial to the game to add. I think they made a mistake adding the mule in the first place. I think they gave the wrong impression of the game adding the mule. But that's just me. I play the game the way that I like to, and others play the game the way they like to. Do you have a point? Yeah. I think that's obvious, like, if they give a bunch of features that SnowRunner has, and they know from before that people are going to expect this game to be SnowRunner 2, like they wouldn't have announced all of the this is not SnowRunner 2 communication if they didn't know that people would expect this to be that. I just find it a little bit weird that they decide to add, especially so early on in the game. I would understand if they added a mule at like level 18 or something. Like for people to play the game and then go, okay, I'm actually a little bit tired of having to bring a crane every time. And it's kind of nice to, at the end of the game, then get the opportunity to not have to do that. Like, I could understand that. But it's weird that they added at, what is it, like level 3 you get that vehicle or something? They're more or less going at level 3 saying like, oh yeah, by the way, all of these cool cranes that you're gonna unlock, you probably don't really care to use them very much. Because you're just gonna use the mule anyway. And there's few things that the mule cannot lift in the first place, so. I didn't expect this to be as bad as it is. Let's try to get this flattened out a little bit. It's nice that you're able to kind of manipulate the terrain like this. People say there's no use for the manual mode. I don't agree. So we're gonna go over here, huh? There. One thing I wish they did was allowing us to remove the low gear in manual mode. I don't understand why we're not allowed to do that. That should be a no-brainer. Should definitely be possible to be in normal auto mode in low gear. Okay. Seems good. And then we'll just cross over here, I think. I hope this is not so deep that this guy is gonna drown. Oh, you're in. Okay. That's why we're digging holes. I'm in manual still. There we go. There we go. How far along in the game are you? People are starting to more and more finish the game now, so I realize that I'm a little bit behind most people. Oh. Now we're fine. We're fine. Okay. Maybe go up here. Boop. Push it over. Push them all over. Ah, there is a road here. Look at that. Well, I mean, road is maybe generous concept. It's a place I can drive here. Yeah, I want a vehicle carrier for the large vehicles that does not go through mud and rough terrain very well, but is faster instead. That's the trade-off I want. We should go up that way, huh? Yeah. Or we can just go down the mountainside here and act like that's a road. That's an option. Currently in the last kernel map and I'm at 95%, but there's a bug in it. The object is not visible, so I can't deliver it. You should be able... Maybe you can't reset it? No, vehicles you can reset, but I'm not sure you can reset an object actually. That's weird though. Come on. That is weird. I think overall the game has been really solid actually. I've had very few crashes or like performance issues and stuff like that. I had the issue with the 50 series graphics in the beginning before they fixed the textures. But yeah, other than that, it's been rock solid. No issues whatsoever. Okay, this took longer than I expected. The first one I didn't get fixed with the resets. Maybe wait for next update. Yeah, the thing with those kind of things, right, is like, are you absolutely sure that you just haven't missed it? That's always the way that it works in my mind. I'm like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe the game is actually fine. I'm just missing something. And then you just rack your head at something for days on end until you actually figure out what's going on, or the developers are like, oh yeah, there's a bug here and we fixed it. That sort of thing. I'm very careful saying that a game is not working or something is broken. I'm always like, maybe I'm just dumb. I'm probably just dumb. Surely. I'm probably just dumb at the end of the day. Alright. let's get in here and let's push some stuff around. Can I go in here? How can I not push over a... It's new. Get out of here. There we go. Surely a little stump should not stop me. There we go. There we go. Alright. So, we just need to push all of this stuff out of here. Can I put it into this hole? I guess so. Oh. I see a little truck, I think. Do I? Is that something you can sell? No, it's not actually a sellable item. It's like a little power tool there. See it? I thought it was a truck first because it had that sort of color to it. If I push you guys over this way, then I'll just shove you into that corner. It'll probably be fine. Okay, and where do we put this stuff? Maybe over there. Oh, I can put it in here. Then let's do that. This is some easy metals as well, because these non-destroyed cars actually pays pretty well, if I'm not mistaken, for metals. Which is neat. Okay, let's roll you guys over here. Two more things, seems like. Just shove you over here. And then the car we can probably put in that corner over there. Really? There we go. There we go. Very good. That's that done.
The dam has suffered some breaches, so we need to go check it out. Also, Sandwing is suffering a blackout, either because of the earthquake or flooding, or maybe both. Can you take a look at the local power line and see if there's any damage? We also need you to bring a backup generator from the machine yard to the municipal transformer station. That should give them some power until the grid is completely restored. And if that isn't enough work for us, the pipes near Sandwing have burst, making the roads impassable. We need to replace the burst pipes with new ones, which you can get from the machine yard.
Okay. Let's go do some scouting then. We wanna go... Yeah, the little location item over here. Where am I going? We're going... I'm gonna have to go down into there somehow. Both of those go there. They come from over there. Okay. I guess I'll just drive around this to begin with. Don't really have anywhere to drive around though. Maybe I'll go down here instead. Just to see what's over there. Just to see what's over there. Okay.
The flooding did a real number on this road. Glad we have you to patch it up.
There's just a little water on it. What's the problem? Surely we can deal with a little bit of water on the road. Okay. So I kind of have to make it through the swamp over there then. Kizzy, hello, welcome in. What's good? Roadcraft is good. Roadcraft is really good. I'm having a blast with this game. How you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Gosh, I'm used to SnowRunner where these sort of trees just fall over instantly. Doesn't happen in this game. Oh. Is this really deep or... Not so far. You're fine. I like it. I like it. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay. Yeah, we probably don't want to take any other vehicles through there, but this guy can do it. Enjoying the game? I am. I've been super into this game since it released. It's been like one thing that I go every single week and go like, oh, I can't wait to stream Roadcraft again. It's gonna be nice. Now we get to try out a new vehicle and new map. Both at once. Okay. So that route I took was completely useless. There was absolutely no reason to do that. Okay. That happened. You would suggest Dead by Daylight? I don't think that's really for me, to be honest. Yeah, I just don't feel like Dead by Daylight is... I would probably enjoy it, like I almost play any game. But yeah, I don't think I would enjoy it as much. Is it O? Five of those. Go here and get my logging machines out. You're from the USA. Nice. I am from Sweden. Originally, at least. I don't live there anymore, but you know. Where are we going? We're going that way. I can probably just meander myself through the left-hand side there. That'll be fine. How is the States? I guess it depends a lot on where you are. We have so good weather today, I'm almost feeling a little bit self-conscious sitting inside in this. But that's kind of what I do every single weekend, so I can't really be too self-conscious, I guess. But hey, it's nice to have some good weather at least. Even though you just see it from inside. For sure. Yeah, I mostly play simulators or management simulators. That's kind of my forte, so to say. Of course, I might play some other games every now and then as well, but yeah, that is definitely my main play style. There is a lot of logs available here. Yoink that one. I think we need 5 logs. Shouldn't be too much. Shouldn't be too much work. That's 3. How can I not cut that? Guess I don't have the reach for it, huh? Can cut that one though. Okay, let's get a little bit closer. Yoink him. Logging in this game is so satisfying. Okay, I actually have an idea. So I think we can go here. We should be able to bring this guy to deliver it with. Somebody said they can only do 2 logs with this. I kind of want to see if that's true, because that would be stupid. The whole point of this thing is that you can pick up like massive amounts of logs. It's the whole point. So, we were able to do pipes with it before, so I don't feel like you should be unable to do it. Okay. Let's see. Apparently I need to actually lower it way more. So far, so good. Guess we should go the other direction. No, 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 no. None of that. Yeah, I don't know what people are talking about, only being able to take 2 with this. Feels like a user error. That didn't work. Okay, let's go get these delivered first then, and then we'll take the rest. Let's do it the easy way. Let's not be dumb. Let's not be dumb. Okay. That is most of what we need. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. So now we just need to pick up those items and go and deliver everything where we need to have it. Which I actually think we're gonna need the Wayfarer for. What are those? They're actually not that big things. Let's go have a look. Let's go have a quick look. Hoppa! Come on, get up here. Sometimes being in low gear actually helps. I think we can fit that on the smaller Asov actually. Yeah. Can I use this as a forklift and lift these? like that. What if I try to lift it? Excuse me? There we go. What if I try to lift it from above instead? I can't do that. Okay. So that's not an option. Then we're gonna need a crane here as well. What is that mission for? Reach location. Let's go do that then. We're kinda already there, so... Ah, these are the pipes that we need, I guess. That's good to know. Okay, let's get you. Can retain you, so you're not standing in that thing. And then let's see, cargo. We go with the ass of 7. And he's gonna go here. Yes. Still have no fuel, so I don't have any way to get sand to my knowledge. It is really pretty with these autumn leaves everywhere. I'm not so sure I'll be able to get through this. What about mobile query? I can use that if I want to. If there is sand somewhere. Which there isn't any of the sand places. I'm also very early on in the game. Okay, this kinda sucks. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna have to bring a crane anyway, so let's bring a crane. What crane do we want? Can I buy a new crane? What if I can buy a new crane? I can buy a new crane. Let's try this one. Haven't used that one just yet. So HVC. This is supposed to be the big boy. Can't you use the mobile query in the sand query itself? You can. Anywhere that you have sufficient amount of sand, you can usually use it. That's how it's set up. I don't really need sand. It was just an observation that I don't think there is any free sand locations. Oh no, there's one up here actually. Okay. My bad. There is in fact a sand location. I'm just being a dummy. I'm just being a dummy. What is happening with my frames, video game? Hello? There we go. That's you're just being silly, yeah, right? It doesn't even... Okay, this was not where I needed you to go. Yeah, that doesn't help. I was gonna try to push it forward, but that didn't really work. There we go. Please. There we go. Little bit of cheating. What in the blue moon is happening here? More or less the same as I always. I mess about a bunch and then things just doesn't really go according to plan, you know. This would have been a great place to put some sand, by the way. Just saying. Probably gonna fill this shit up with sand. Rather fast. Why can't I... Is your front overhang so large that you... Okay, what if we do... How am I this stuck? The other crane is way more capable. I didn't realize this was a road crane. Yeah, this guy is not moving at all. Cool. I guess I could do this, huh? I can at least help myself. Maybe get my outriggers out. Ugh. Yeah, this is clearly a very capable crane, by all means. It's just a less capable driver of it. There we go. Restore that crane. Wow, it is hovering in the air right now. Do that in SnowRunner. It did its job. I actually need it on the other end as well. I just realized there's a rock there. Is that why we weren't able to move? There, we'll just abuse the anchors. If they're gonna give us these good anchors, we might as well use them. Yeah, the other bigger crane. Way better in these sort of scenarios, I guess. When you're just slinging mud everywhere. Maybe I can go in reverse up this. Ah, come on, buddy. There you go. Money, 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 money. Okay. Cool, it has one of those blue light thingies on the roof as well. Beacon, that's what it's called. But not an orange one. There's a blue one. Is this some sort of like I don't know, fire engine version of this? I wouldn't know. Okay, let's get out of low gear and let's get going. Maybe this is the fast crane that I've been looking for. It's not that fast though, is it? It's not that fast though, is it? Hate it when you're driving your like 15, 20, 50 ton crane and then you run into a wheelbarrow and it just stops you dead in your tracks. It really sucks when that happens. Okay. And let's bring our vehicle. Yeah, those wheelbarrows, man, they're really, really heavy. So, need to watch out. Hey, my Amazon package will arrive tomorrow. Lucky me. I also sit with my hands in my lap when I'm driving. It just makes everything so much more interesting. That doesn't fit in that direction. Guess we'll put it like that then. Okay, where do we take this? It goes up to that right here, I think. Yes. So how do we get there? We go across there. Gonna hope I can make it up this. Azov is more capable than you think. So maybe I can make my way up there. Another wheelbarrow, watch out! Or I guess if you just fucking nosedive into a bridge. It's also not maybe the easiest solution. So yeah, just up to the right here. Up to the right here. This looks muddy there. Yeah, that's not gonna work. That ain't gonna work. Okay. And I don't think I can go the other way up here either, because I can't cross that. So do I just need to build a road whether I like it or not? I guess we could do this. This guy will actually spawn with sand. Just tip out a little bit and then we can go and at least fill in some of it. Probably not all of it, but enough that we can make it through with the ass of. Then we can go the long way. Okay, maybe I should try to turn around to tip this, because this guy also has an overhang. If I just nose dive into there, I'll just get stuck again. We don't really need that, do we? Come on. As I said. Okay, let's turn around again then. Kinda went too far. Little bit too far. I won't be able to fill in this whole thing, of course, but I'm gonna need a whole lot of dirt. What game have you been playing where you're using dirt to fill in anything? Okay, why are you being like this? There you go. Dirt, sand, same but different. Yeah, of course. How could I be so dumb? How could I be so dumb? How's Gar doing? Good to see ya. So, give me my dozer, please. And let's go and smooth that out. Just like my problems in life. We'll go smooth those out as well. Uh-oh, someone destroyed the sofa. Oh no. And if we don't have enough sand, we at least can push the asshole through there with the dozer. So that's good. Uh-oh. We have stuck greenery in the blade. There. That's in that direction. Not bad. Playing some World of Warcraft Classic. Leveling in Alt Mage. I see, I see. And how is that going? Are you level 152 yet? I heard that that particular level is incredibly important to reach. And now everyone knows how much I play this game. Classic's cap is level 60. Boring. Boring. Boo. No, I'm just kidding. I'm in a weird mood today. I don't know what's going on really. I guess it's because I haven't eaten. So maybe I should try to do that soon enough. Come on. Drive. As fast as you can. Donk. Surely you'll make it up here, right? You serious? Is this truck such a troll? There we go. That's better. That's better. Yeah, World of Warcraft is something I just never got into, ever. And I don't think I will either. MMOs seems to be a bygone time. I don't have time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Up the mountain we go. This way. This way. It's nice of them to put a road in the middle of the walkway here. Very kind. We did it. Figure out the reason for the blackout. Shit has fallen over.
You know, on the upside, this area is rich in resources we can use. If you can gather up some wood and steel at the machine yard, we can put them to good use. We can send some resources upstream, too. There's a dam in the next region that could use our donation. All you need to do is plot a course from the machine yard to the eastern tunnel.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Okay. Gather resources. Okay. I guess we could do the logs fairly easy at least. But I kind of want to go to the dam. Let's see what that's all about. Oh, I don't think I left this guy here. This seems to be his own doing. Shh. Shh. It's okay. It's fine. It's not an issue at all, I promise. It's definitely not the second time I drowned this guy either. Nope. Not at all. Hello, Hammer. How are we doing? Welcome in. Happy Friday on you and happy weekend. Boy, did I need a weekend today. Boy, did I need a weekend today. Okay, where are we going? We're going there. We can try to make it through that, I think. That'll be fine. We're on a new map today with a new vehicle with slightly bigger tires than our other vehicle with bigger tires. Probably only a short stream today. I'm already getting kinda peckish, so gonna have to eat something pretty soon. That works. That works. Cross there, cross here. Looks fine. There's supposed to be a broken dam here. I just want to see that one. I just want to see that one. See what it's all about. Or if you're upside down, it's a boat. This is probably... Ah, I didn't realize it's a fucking hole. Okay, don't go there. It's a darn hole. Okay, this rain doesn't... Game doesn't like it when it's raining for some reason. See if that helps. Yeah, why am I running like 20 FPS now when I'm running 60 constantly on native usually, and now with quality I'm running like 4 FPS. It's so weird. This rain, dude. This rain is killing me. Maybe that's why people complain, because the rain is killing their performance. Because I actually like the rain, I just don't like 4 frames while I'm playing the game. Okay. What do you mean the dam is broken? It seems fine. This is fine. Looks like the Kirk's bridge.
There's a problem with the dam's water gate. We can't lift it because there's debris in the way. And even if there was no debris, there's still no power. But we can clear out the debris and bring over the backup generator. Also, you don't have to do this. But it would make it easier for all of us if you flexed your muscle around here a bit. All you need to do is fill the sand pit and repair the road sections. Then, plan a route for our convoy from the tunnel exit base to the dam area.
More to deliver. All the way over there, huh? Alrighty. Dracula music is so jarring, to be honest. It's so dark now here, when the game is supposed to be very day work life. You think? I kinda like it. Maybe that's just because I'm a dark person. That would kinda make sense. Yeah, so if we were to get to there, it's like we're gonna build 14,000 roads doing that. Which I'm not sure I want to build 14,000 roads, so let's not do that one. Or that one. These are broken here. And right there. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can do that with the mule. It's the one thing that I usually use the mule for. Is to deliver this kind of stuff. So we might as well make use out of it. Don't have the... I ain't following the right mission. There we go. Fix the pipes. Just fix it. I think it's nice. It's like calming music. Nice and calming music. I'm going to pick up those pipes that we found in this facility up there. Up over here. Up over here. Somewhere. Just around the corner. And we should be able to just joink these. One more. It's interesting that we're gonna have to build a road, but we don't have any sand. At least to my knowledge, there is no sand around here. Boy, am I wrong. Okay. There is for sure sand around here. There's actually a lot of sand around here. Especially once we get some fuel so we can start unlocking them. Come on. At least with this guy I can go up to the right here instead. Because he can go through mud. We tried a new Western Star Freightliner pack for SnowRunner. They're both awesome vehicles. Dude, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna play SnowRunner anymore. After this game, I'm like, am I gonna enjoy SnowRunner? Do I wanna just do what I'm doing now? Constantly? Is that fun? I don't know, man. Expeditions or Roadcraft has kinda outgunned. Oh, we're going up there. Okay. Yeah, Roadcraft has kinda outgunned SnowRunner quite a bit. Definitely won't go back to SnowRunner as long as there is content in Roadcraft to do. This is just so much more fun. The fact that I don't even have to mess about with the game to have fun in this. Super nice. SnowRunner, I have to set up a bunch of like stupid rules and stuff for myself to make it feel like I am actually doing something semi-realistic. And even then, it's mostly just annoying. But no, I'll probably end up purchasing it. I buy stuff because I don't have anything else to do usually, so it wouldn't be surprising if I ended up purchasing that at some point. But I haven't actually dealt with it just yet. I did notice a few videos that it was released though, so maybe I'll take a look at some videos at some point. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're gonna have a hard time keeping people in SnowRunner after Roadcraft. This is such a large step in... I guess it is like the hardcore community that is for SnowRunner specifically to drive like cargo around. Because that's the only thing SnowRunner does well. And maybe the only thing it does better than Roadcraft as well. But yeah. What do I know? I'm just an idiot on the internet. Do I have any chance of reaching this? Maybe if I go on the other side. Could just be rose-colored glasses, as the game is still fairly new. Maybe the novelty of it will eventually wear off, and then I'll go, oh, this game sucks. Should be playing SnowRunner instead. Oops, sorry, I dropped it. Come September, we will have hardcore in Roadcraft, so they might come to Roadcraft then. The hard mode people. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think hard mode is going to be very popular. Something tells me that people are going to have an outrage about hard mode, because it is not going to be well put together. It's gonna be an afterthought. And people are gonna expect it to be like SnowRunner, and it's not going to be that. I'm almost certain. I think they will do it significantly different. Maybe the fuel system will be the same. Other than that, I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that, but I am skeptical. I think it can be fun. I probably try it out myself at some point. But I don't think it's the slam dunk people think it is. I heard that Roadcraft had underperformed in the sales department. Is that wrong? I don't have any sales figures. Don't know. But that would make no sense. They have had a really good amount of sales, as far as I understand. There was like 30+K people playing on the release, as far as I understand. The highest number I think I saw was like 33. I'm sure that eventually went higher than that as well. But if I know the games industry at all today, it doesn't really matter how many copies that was sold. It's always going to be too little. Down to the right over here. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think if anything, the hype around the game kind of died off a little bit too fast, maybe. I don't see as much content today as I did when it released. So maybe that's something that I can complain about, but seems like the amount of invested players at least is fairly good. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, don't tip over. Nobody needs anyone to tip over, okay? This truck is bad enough as it is. Am I going the right way? Yes. Yes. I don't know why people use the mule all the time. This vehicle is so fucking boring. Like when I drive the ass of it, it's kind of fun because you have to like think of things, like how you drive and stuff. This guy is literally just hold W. Same thing with the Wayfarer. It's like, you actually kind of have to think a little bit of where you're going and stuff. Come on. This guy is like worst case scenario, you have to turn on low gear so you can get some traction. Wiggle your tires a little bit. Which I guess is kind of what you do in SnowRunner as well, so I guess it makes sense that people really enjoy this vehicle. Beyond the fact that it's the only vehicle with a crane, of course. Can we have some traction, please? What am I stuck on? Why are you not moving? Just wiggling from side to side. Just drive out of there. Can't be that hard. Come on! Yeah, I've actually not seen any actual sales figures for the game. It's not even that much cargo on the vehicle. It's like a pipe. A singular pipe. Can let it wiggle around a little bit, maybe that helps. Keep it interesting. Okay, that's not the way to go. Wonder if I can even get up here. This surprised me. I think the poor demo hurt more than it helped. What was so poor about the demo? I think if anything hurt the game, it's all of the people that expected it to be SnowRunner. Like the reviews on Steam should tell you more or less everything you need to know when it comes to that part. It was literally a reviewed bomb. Just because it's not SnowRunner. Which is crazy for a game that the developers have gone around and said, hey, this is not SnowRunner, you know that, right? This is not SnowRunner at all. It has nothing to do with SnowRunner, guys. Do you know that? This game is not SnowRunner. And then everyone goes to Steam and says, this isn't SnowRunner. Bad review. Okay, this sucks. Are you? Okay, you are. Okay. I'm gonna need a vehicle over here. So let's go. I could bring a crane, actually. That's an option. That's an option. Yeah, I've said it multiple times. I actually feel kind of sorry for Saber. Like, they have been so tainted by the success of SnowRunner that it's like they can't release a game today without people just piling on in regards to it not being SnowRunner 2. It's crazy. Expeditions literally failed because they completely were unable to separate it from SnowRunner. I don't think Expeditions is a bad game. I think it's probably fine. It's just that everyone expected it to be SnowRunner, and this game they kind of tried to separate it as much as possible. And I think they've had significantly more success in this game than they have with a lot of others. But yeah, still not fully there. Clearly. And I don't even know if the right thing is to release another SnowRunner. I don't think it matters. If they release another SnowRunner, everyone is still just gonna go, oh, but this isn't SnowRunner. And then they're just back to square one again. Can I feel like this is just gonna get stuck in the mud. Yeah. What if I do it here instead? Where we have a little bit less of a edge. Seriously, the front lip on this truck is so bad. Get up there. Come on. Guess not. Da-da-da-da. Oh, I'm in low gear. Okay. To be fair, they had a design that worked, and they decided to try and completely abandon a working concept. Moderna was good. They took that idea and added snow. Personally, I think they should have kept going and added an additional challenge environment like sand or deserts. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't be able to do it. They keep developing for the game, so like... It's not like they've stopped developing stuff for SnowRunner. They've been very explicit in the idea that SnowRunner continues its development. Like, I would agree if they like released Roadcraft and then they went, oh yeah, by the way, we're stopping development on SnowRunner. Then I would agree, but they've been very clear that, hey, SnowRunner development continues just like it has. There is no changes. This is a completely different universe. Not at all related to whatever the shit you've done before. Really? I thought this crane was supposed to be able to lift heavy stuff. I wonder if the same people buy Space Marine 2 and then complain about it not being SnowRunner. It was a different developer for that though, wasn't it? It was the same publisher, but a different... No, wait, no, I'm wrong. Never mind. But yeah, that... Good question. Which is actually extremely true, because this game's engine is the same one as for Space Marine 2. So they should expect this to be more like Space Marine, if anything. There we go. I guess I just were on really bad ground, huh? There. And then I think I can reach all the way out there now, right? From here. That should be fine. Saber focus. Yeah, I knew that. I just... For some reason my mind went blank. This is... I do not have the reach I thought I had. That is way further away than I thought. Okay. So we're gonna have to lift the other guy across the gap here then. That's fine. That's fine. Well, we do have our Space Marine barrels. Just waiting for when we have to do repairs from one of the Tyrannoid's innovations. Yeah. Never actually played Space Marine 2. I heard it was really good though. A lot of people were promoting that. So if I put you up here. That should do it. That should do it. Instead we got some really nice looking scout vehicle game that offered little to no multiplayer support at first. Now they came out with something more akin to a construction sim than a cargo hauler. But people are upset with the amount of improvements they made in between Mudrunner and SnowRunner. People were hoping for their next gen game to be same but better with a new environment hazard. I find it interesting that people are like having that expectation. They're clearly still adding stuff to SnowRunner. Like we've gotten farming, we have what was the last one? The ramped add-ons for vehicles we got not too long ago as well. It's like we're still getting new stuff for SnowRunner, so I don't understand why people are like... Why are they so interested in there being a SnowRunner 2? They're clearly building like Roadcraft, Expeditions, all of these are clearly made like in preparation for SnowRunner 2. At least to me that's really clear. That they're trying engines and stuff. They learned with Expeditions that engine just won't actually cut it. And then they want to try some new games. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm just tired of people complaining. Why can't you just enjoy the game, and if you don't enjoy the game, then just play something else. It's not that hard. It's actually okay to not enjoy the game. Up a little bit. I'm so close. Why do you do this? Perfect. Nailed it. Like I said, up top, to be honest, the reason that I look at Roadcraft with a bad taste in my mouth is because SnowRunner is so bugged that was upset, angry at them for working on a new project when the current game wasn't and isn't working at 100%. I mean, any software is going to have bugs. That's just how it works. And the people that are working on SnowRunner now are still working on SnowRunner because they're still producing content for that. So the issue they're having in SnowRunner is more likely things that they just can't solve, right? That's how I see it with SnowRunner, and that's why they're now starting to develop a lot of new games in the same sort of atmosphere, so to say. It gives them a way to kind of try out some stuff and see what works, more or less. Of course, that's not always gonna work, but I feel like they're on a good path, at least. I have high hopes. What am I doing? Right, I need to build. Oh, I need to build a road. Wait, is it that road? No. It's this road. Okay, that's an easy one to build at least. That's an easy one to build. Let's get the dumper. We're in the shop. We don't need to be in the shop. Gimme, gimme, gimme. See it as them wasting time and money on pointless season passes and DLC for a game that's past its prime, rather than creating a new, improved game with more features and less bugs. I don't know. I'm torn. I don't think SnowRunner is a very fun... No, I shouldn't say that. I do think. I've been playing 1,500 hours of SnowRunner. I think it's a fun game. I'm wondering if SnowRunner is a dated concept. Maybe that's the right way of putting it. Maybe the thought of a strictly cargo related delivery game. I wonder if it would do so well today. I guess that's my thing. I'm not sure it would. But then again, I don't know. I think that might have been a concept of its prime, so to say. Who knows? Just like I don't think that, for example, Euro Truck Simulator, if it was released today, probably not be doing as well. It's already proven to work though. Truck Simulator games are still doing really well. Yeah, they are doing really well, but it's with a core community. The fact that people are so critical already for Roadcraft from the fact that it doesn't work the way that SnowRunner does. Like, they're gonna be so critical if they releases a new game. I would be worried. Is not SnowRunner a core community? Yeah. A very, very critical core community. That clearly does not accept anything other than what's already there. Because anytime they try something a little bit different, if it's not literally exactly SnowRunner, but with new features, which is what they're doing with DLCs right now, the community just screams at them. Literally, like, goes crazy. Giving the people what they want is like the business model, is it not? Yeah, but they already have that. They have SnowRunner. That is what they want. I think people are just not aware of the fact that what they want already exists. And now they're just dissatisfied with the fact that the new thing is not what they want. If that makes any sense. It almost sounds like jealousy, I guess, is what I'm saying. People are jealous on the fact that other people are getting games, new games, when they are not. I guess. Something like that. I don't know. I think it's a weird concept. Let them eat cake. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a hard sell. I think it's a hard sell getting another SnowRunner game out. I think the community is so set in its ways that unless you're gonna do the like Battlefield thing where you just release SnowRunner 2 and it's SnowRunner 1 but with a little bit different graphics. And that's definitely not what I want. That is definitely not what I want. But it sounds like that's what the community wants. So maybe we should Call of Duty-fy SnowRunner. Maybe that's what they need to do. Start releasing yearly releases of SnowRunner. Just so people can let them be for all of the other games that they want to produce. And then just sell the DLC in between. I don't know. I really enjoy Roadcraft, and I don't understand people's hate, honestly. I don't have issues with it, so I guess that's why. Yeah. That's the thing. I think there is a core community that enjoys Roadcraft. But it's not about the game being good. It's about the game not being SnowRunner. That's the problem for a lot of people. Like, the reason we're getting hard mode right now is because people more or less bullied Saber into adding it. They've literally said that, hey, we actually tried this, it sucks. Like, it's really bad. And people are still insisting that, oh yeah, no, but we need it. The game is not complete otherwise. It's missing features. I don't know how a game that is the first one in a series is missing features. But that's where we're at. I don't hate Roadcraft, but there's enough things about the game I dislike to make me not even bother putting time into it. And that's fine. It's fine. I'm not saying that people should enjoy Roadcraft. I'm saying that if you don't enjoy Roadcraft, you should do what you do with every other game that you don't enjoy. You just don't play it. It's really not that hard. Like, I'm not saying that everyone has to enjoy Roadcraft. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that if you don't enjoy the game, you don't have to play it. There's nothing forcing you to play it. And it's supposed to be a different game, so you shouldn't expect to enjoy it just because you enjoy SnowRunner. I had the opposite experience. I kinda learned that from playing Roadcraft that, hey, wait, maybe I didn't enjoy SnowRunner so much. I have all of these fucking rules to make it into Roadcraft. And how you're supposed to be playing SnowRunner, I kinda don't really enjoy it too much, so maybe I shouldn't be all that when it comes to SnowRunner. Maybe I can accept the fact that it's not as enjoyable as Roadcraft to me. It's fine. Never even thought about hard mode until it appeared on the roadmap. Yeah. I'm just confused. Like, people say that the game is tedious and it is like a lot of busy work. And then they go say, yeah, and by the way, could you like make me drive around a truck for hours and just refill fuel so I can move sand around for hours? I don't know. It's weird. To me, that's a weird idea. Like, either the game is tedious and not fun, or you want to have fuel. I don't want fuel. I'll probably try it out, and then I'll never play it again. Sable developed a community that enjoyed a specific type of gameplay, and they keep trying to change it instead of just improving it. But how would you improve it? I think that's the issue. And I don't think there is enough money in it that you can make the improvement that the community is asking for. And of course, there's a lot of money in developing 2 games instead of 1, because then you can sell 2 games. So we shouldn't just avoid that discussion either, of course, but I find it very silly to be complaining about the game not being what you wanted it to be, and then not just going, I guess it's not for me then. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I like Roadcraft. I like Roadcraft a good amount. And I'll probably go back to SnowRunner. At the end of the day, I'll end up someday having nothing to do, and then we'll play SnowRunner again. Who knows? I just prefer Roadcraft, and I think that's fine. New game, fix the bugs, add more quality of life, like better cranes, new environments and mechanics, maybe try to improve the physics system. I think the problem with SnowRunner is that it is dependent on being janky. A lot of people have been having this idea that, oh, but why can't you give us the option to build roads in SnowRunner as well? That's what we wanted. I don't think people understand how shallow the maps in SnowRunner are in comparison to this. Like, if you were to put this map in SnowRunner, it would be such a drag to go through anything, anywhere. If you were to give the mechanics of Roadcraft to SnowRunner's map, it would be so simple. Just from the fact that all of the vehicles are designed for you to go through the mud, not on top of it. SnowRunner isn't tedious either. It is tedious, but it's tedious because you don't have the means to fix some things. Like, how would Imandra be if you could just remove the tree? It wouldn't be a problem anymore, right? How would Maine be if you could just build the bridge across where the garage is? It wouldn't be anything. It's just Euro Truck Simulator at that point.
Find and install them along the pipeline. Then we can forget about this pipe business for now.
Yeah. That is my feelings upon it. And not everyone would agree with me. Clearly. Both have their levels of tediousness. Found SnowRunner more tedious than Roadcraft. Love I can just build a road and clear rocks and trees instead of trying to truck over everything. Yeah. Yeah, I think what people are saying is maybe tedious is the wrong word, but like repetitive is a word I've heard quite a bit. And I think it's mostly in regards to vehicles, because people are playing it like SnowRunner. And if you look at this map, the only way to go from here to here is with a vehicle that can go through this mud right here. If you don't consider the fact that you can build a road on top of it. And then people go, okay, the only vehicle that I can do anything with is the mule. And then people go, why is there only one vehicle in this game when there is literally 40 vehicles for you to enjoy? Clearly figured out a better crane system, and personally, yes, being able to fix certain pathways in SnowRunner is a bit annoying. There lies the challenge. Exactly, there lies the challenge of SnowRunner. It's the fact that you need to go through hard parts instead of fixing hard parts. That's like the main difference between Roadcraft and SnowRunner. I think it's the wrong mindset to going to SnowRunner with SnowRunner. Wait, wow. My head is very tired. I think it's the wrong mindset to going into SnowRunner with SnowRunner is in itself a sim, and have the biggest truck isn't the point. So figure out the problem, not just go right over the top of everything. Yeah. But that's how a lot of people seem to be playing the game. And that's why we're getting all of these. Oh, but the Wayfarer is useless. The Azov is useless. All of these things. And then we have a bunch of cranes that's also useless. And then everything should be as efficient as possible. So we're finding the stump grinders useless as well, because you can just run over the stump with a heavy vehicle, right? So yeah, I'm torn. But I love the game. I'm actually having so much fun. I'm just ordering some food. What are we eating today? Said for like multiple days I want a burger, so maybe I should go buy a burger then. I need to use more commas so that you can read what I type. Yeah, I guess so. That would help a little bit. At least one every now and then would be nice. Especially when I haven't eaten all day. It's getting very hard to read. What do I want to eat? Most places are closing soon. I didn't realize it's so late. Wow, you can buy hot dogs on Volt. It's interesting. I mean, I'm glad you enjoy Roadcraft, and I'm happy for everyone else that does. This is now 2 games they released with huge features that aren't in SnowRunner. It makes SnowRunner's sequel a much better game. To begin with, the game would not... Like, SnowRunner can't support this. Like, there's no way for SnowRunner to do what Roadcraft does. That's not a thing. And I think, if anything... Again, Roadcraft is built on a concept that's considerably different to SnowRunner. SnowRunner has the idea that you're going through hard places. The whole idea with SnowRunner is the terrain. The terrain is what gives you a challenge. In Roadcraft, the terrain doesn't really matter. Like, mud doesn't have to be hard to go through in Roadcraft. It could be impossible, and it would be the same game, more or less. Just straight driving over and through everything. It's mind-numbing. Since I lost my save, I've been using a modded truck called Doomsday to go and grab all the trucks and upgrades again. It's actually kind of boring. Yeah, right? And that's how all of SnowRunner would be if you were just able to fix stuff. So yeah. I think it's valid to say that I would like SnowRunner 2. I just don't know if they release SnowRunner 2, do we really think the community would go and say, oh yeah, this is much better? It's not gonna be as stable as SnowRunner. Like, SnowRunner has been developed for how many years now? Obviously, they have gotten to a point in development there where the game is running way better than any new release will ever do. That's just how it works. But yeah, I think they are gonna have issues releasing another SnowRunner, despite what people say. I think my favorite pizzeria place is closed as well. Come on. I know how this ends. This always ends with me just fucking ordering kebab again. I don't want to eat kebab every single day. It's boring. Is this open? No. Hello, Caninas. How are we doing? Have a burger then? I would buy a burger. I just don't know where to buy a burger from. Mr. Bob's. That's not it. La la da da. To be honest, SnowRunner 2 would just be the same, but would give Saber the ability to add more maps without crashing out SnowRunner itself. But they can add more maps already. They're already adding new maps. What do you mean with crashing out? Maybe I just don't follow what you're putting down, so to say. Oh, I've ordered from this place before, apparently. Do you have a bacon burger for me? Roasted burger buns, sauce, salad. Why do everyone put tomatoes on stuff? What's wrong with people? What's wrong with people? Give me a Fanta sauce. I don't know. I don't need sauce. Garlic, I guess. That'll do just fine. Because tomatoes are life. Tomatoes is actually poisonous, didn't you know? Get that, and then we get ourselves a bit of onion rings as well. Add it. Leave order at my door, please. That way the neighbors can steal it. So it's bananas. Bananas. Bonanza. Bonanza. So, 20 to 30 minutes. You're making me hungry. I should. I think I deserve to make you hungry. Because I'm hungry. And now we can be hungry together, you and I. Imagine that. You'll be a grumpy bear and I'll be the grumpy Latvian. It'll be great. And then we can sit here and talk together about how awful the gaming industry is today. It'll be good. It'll be good. Okay, do we have anything that I can do in like a minute? What the fuck just happened? I just closed my order. What did I do? Hello? No. Where's my there it is. Okay. Good. Good. What are we doing? Might get a bacon cheddar burger now. You should. I get a bacon burger with caramelized onions on it. And then you try to get rid of the fucking tomatoes because people are insane for some reason. I don't know why you put tomatoes on everything. People are wrong. And then big fries and 8 pieces of onion rings. It's just so good. Perfect. You had a Whopper some time ago. I almost never buy food from these like big places. Like I can't remember when I was on McDonald's last time. It's definitely Sweden, probably. So 15 years ago, something like that, maybe. Something like that. I don't agree with that. SnowRunner needs a sequel, not a SnowRunner clone with improvements. Like I said, there has to be something new and shiny, like desert sand mechanics and map specialized desert vehicles, add-ons like tracks instead of wheels as options, etc. Add a new crane system. It's really not that hard. But you're kinda explaining it. You're kind of just explaining Roadcraft, but SnowRunner. Kinda. And it's not really new stuff either. It is literally just SnowRunner, but with some improvements. That's what you... I don't know. I think it's hard. I think they've shot themselves in the foot a little bit. SnowRunner. Just ignore my banana fact then. Okay, I'm not very worried about potassium poisoning from eating 800 bananas, okay? I don't eat that many bananas. It's not a big thing for me. So, if I want to do something, what would I do? It's interesting to make that a road instead of here. Okay. Don't really want to do that. Bring logs. Ah, that was you. That was you. Clear the area. This we could do. Yeah. Do that. I'm gonna guess I need to bring my scout over here. No, because Roadcraft is centered around building or fixing roads, not cargo hauling and extreme terrain navigation. Roadcraft does have those elements, but to a much smaller degree. Yeah, but then you're just asking for SnowRunner. Then you're just asking for a sequel for the sake of a sequel. Which is like... why? I don't know what improvements people are asking for when it comes to SnowRunner. Because like... there isn't too many improvements that you can do, really. It's a quite limited concept in general. Oops. The focus of the gameplay has shifted entirely away from what people fell in love with in SnowRunner. Yeah, because it's a different game. It's not SnowRunner. That's the whole point. It will take many to make a new game people will be happy with. Will they, though? That's the thing. I'm almost certain if they were to make SnowRunner 2 and anything was different from SnowRunner, would people be happy with it? I don't think so. I think if anything, they can make SnowRunner 2, upgrade the graphics to it a little bit, and that's about it. I don't think they can do much more than that, and they've already done that. They do that with the DLCs all the time. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I only hope is that they are using Expedition and Roadcraft as tools to make a new and improved sequel to SnowRunner. It doesn't have to be SnowRunner 2, it can be SandRunner as an example. Yeah. I've always said that I think that's what they're actually doing. Like, I truly believe that they are using Roadcraft and expeditions as like testing platforms to some extent for SnowRunner 2. But I think they're doing it more as a, of course, part of like a tech demo, kind of testing what they are able to do with the new engine, especially when it comes to Roadcraft. But I also think it's a way to gauge the community a little bit. And right now, I think they're seeing what the community actually is asking for. And that's just more DLC for SnowRunner. Because every time they change anything in regards to the concept of the game, everyone is just hating on it.
The valves should be around here somewhere, but it might need a bit of problem solving to find them.
Is this another one where I'm gonna have to move them around a bunch? Oops. Is your current scout better than the Malamute in your opinion? Oh yeah. Big time. Way better. This is by far the best scout in the game. Like it's not even close. Oh, I can see it. There it is. Did it actually catch it because I saw it in my camera? Where are they to be delivered? Over there. Okay. Can I use this crane in a good way? Not really, I think. Yeah, I would have to get access through there. Huh? Let me see if I can pull this. Trailers out there. Good to know. I have the Malamutes right now, but I'm not at the least yet, so I'll have to wait. Yeah, I really liked Malamute as well. It's just this guy is like it's not even funny. Can I? These do move, do they not? Maybe they don't. Okay. So why is this crane here if it doesn't do anything? Oh, I can push these around. Okay. Okay, then I need to get in that way, huh? Looks very capable. It is. It is. I kind of knew it was gonna be really good, but I think it even exceeded my expectations, to be honest. Yeah, I think if I do this... It also seems heavier than a lot of the other scouts. Like being able to pull this kind of stuff. Seems easier, which is nice. I've told you before, but Expeditions messed with the controls, making it hard to play both it and SnowRunner back and forth. Now that they fixed it to have the same controls, I've yet to go back to it at all. There was just something with Expeditions for me that just didn't click. I think that was a little bit too repetitive for my taste. Can I just push you back by driving into you? Yes. Oh, I forgot that this guy can climb everything. There we go. We do that and then we bring a vehicle in here. How would we even get a vehicle to here? Need you. I never made it out of the tutorial. I actually finished the first map, and then I got to the second map, and that just felt like more of the same. So at that point, I think they released a new season on SnowRunner, so I just went back to that. And then I just never really looked back, to be honest. I don't know, there wasn't ever anything that you felt that it was like exciting in Expeditions, I think. I think that was part of the problem. You never felt like you got a significant increase in your capability in any way. There's just a very linear kind of progression in the game. And it just didn't really jive with me. But I know a lot of people that have been enjoying it, so I don't think it's a bad game. I just don't think it was a game for me, really. Okay, we're not gonna be able to do this. No chance! Okay. You guys are all the way over there. Mm-hmm. La da 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 da. Maybe I should bring a Voron instead. It's a good and bad way of going about making games in regards to a specific formula I found success with. You call communities to target. Farming Sim does it correctly, as an example. Same game concept, but they improve the graphics, quality of life, mechanics, etc. with each new title. Bad example is something like Call of Duty, where it has just become an insanely fast-paced shooter with heaps of bullshit added in. Yeah, but isn't Farm Sim quite criticized for a lot of what they're doing, though? Like, when they released rocks, everyone stopped using rocks. Everyone just turned it off. I think Farm Sim has the same problem as SnowRunner. It's just that they decided to keep pushing out. Why did I go to this truck? Do I have any sand over there? I think they decided to push out a bunch of games. Oh, there's no sand over there. I can probably make it through there if I needed to. The Farm Sim devs are more responsive to community feedback than Saber is, though. Maybe. I'm not that involved in the Farm Sim community itself. Hear way less complaints about Farm Sim than SnowRunner. Yeah. I think the biggest difference... Somehow Farm Sim have... People are okay with just moving back and forth on like field. And anything that they add on top of that, they just allow the community to turn off. And then they upgrade the graphics every year, more or less. So yeah, maybe we do want SnowRunner to be that. I think that's kind of boring, to be honest. I like them to iterate on actual features instead. I think that is way more interesting. But yeah, maybe that's what we want. Maybe we want SnowRunner to just be an COD clone with the option to turn off your features. I don't know. It just seems weird for me to have a bunch of features developed that people are not gonna use them. I don't know. If there's something I know, it's that I have no fucking clue how to solve something like this. I have never developed a game that any one amount is playing the way Saber has, so, you know. Biggest and really only gripe with SnowRunner is that co-op doesn't work. When it started out, could have 4 people and it wasn't a problem. Now I can only have 1 other person. But if I try and load in 3-player, first co-op help will get kicked. I think multiplayer is one of those things, like, I don't even know what to think of it. I don't know how much of that is even on Saber's side, because a lot of the multiplayer issues is on the consoles. And sure, it can be on Saber's side, but the fact that there is no issue on computer means that there has to be something, or I shouldn't say there is no issues. This I wish they could fix though. Imagine being flat out and the truck is not moving. Hello? I am stuck. What the hell was that? That was weird. That was weird. Yeah, multiplayer is hard, man. It is. It is hard. Doing it crossplay, even harder. And yeah, I don't know how the development for consoles works fully, but I imagine it's different to how it works on PC. Because yeah, Xbox was more or less, I think it was Xbox, or was it PlayStation? Where it was broken for I don't know how long. Which is bonkers in itself as well. Both that it was broken for so long, but also that it actually took so long to fix it. Because I refuse to believe that Saber just decided that, oh yeah, no, we're gonna leave it broken. I haven't had any issues with crossplay, and I'm on PlayStation for Roadcraft, and now I haven't done a lot of multiplayer. I am playing almost no multiplayer at all. I find these games like... Okay, Roadcraft is a bit different. I think Roadcraft is better suited for a multiplayer game. But yeah, SnowRunner I think makes no sense to play as a multiplayer game. Because like you're literally just missing out on content. Because in Roadcraft you can kind of be involved in a mission even though you have help to do it as well. In SnowRunner it's like if you're not delivering it, you just haven't done that mission. You just missed out on that mission. Okay, this was significantly worse than I intended. Damn, I thought we would be able to go through this, huh? The exact opposite in SnowRunner. It feels so lonely if you don't have someone there running things with you. I think we have different perspective of it in that regards then, because I'm more worried about the content. To me, multiplayer is a way for me to not have to do parts of the game. And I've never been interested in not doing parts of a game. It's why I don't like these sort of speed up mechanics in most games either. It would be one thing if it was... If you were to make SnowRunner a good multiplayer game for me, it would be all missions doubled if you played multiplayer. So you would have to both do the same mission, and you actually work together on the mission instead of just each doing a mission by themselves. You would be happy with that? I think it would be outrage in the community if you did that.
How am I supposed to be able to do this myself?
You're not supposed to. It's supposed to be multiplayer.
But that's not how SnowRunner worked before.
I just see it happening. Like building roads for people and cleaning debris when I'm in someone else's map. Yeah. And if someone want to help you build a road, then they can do that. But if you're helping me with delivering 2 medium logs somewhere, I can't help you with that in any way. You're just doing those 2 medium logs for me. There's nothing I can do about it. Up to the right, I guess. You're just saying, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. Timing of this seems to be flawless. My food is here in 7 minutes. Unless we get absolutely stuck somewhere here, we will be able to make it just perfectly there for me to get my food. This is why I like the ass of. It's so fast. So much fun to drive. So much fun to drive. Never felt the need for someone else in SnowRunner. Yeah, me too. I've literally just felt like people steal from me if they are in my SnowRunner game. You go for kebab? No, I bought the bacon burger. Bacons! And I think I really appreciate the arcadey parts of Roadcraft. I think that is actually quite... Oh no, you're gonna get stuck. Are you not? Yeah, I thought so. I forgot that I don't have all-wheel drive on this. Okay. Need to kind of squeeze this in here so we can use the crane to load it as well. Bacon kebab. That sounds nice, though. I'd go for that. Come on, get out of there. Again. That is why I have over 8,000 hours in SnowRunner. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've done 1500 hours now, so I'm a bit behind. I'm just a newbie still, you know. There we go. That should do it. That should do it. I had to do the trials sometimes. I found those so... No, they weren't boring. They were just... I don't know. The worst part about SnowRunner is the timers. Like, I hate the contracts. It's so... Or the contests. It's so boring. So having a whole, like, thing around that, like, yeah, nah, that's not for me. It can be fun for a little while, but it's like, only the first has a timer. Doesn't all of them have, like, a time that you're supposed to hit? I feel like all of them did. Oh, I just realized, I just looked at the map from my order. I literally ordered from a burger store like 20 meters from my port. Different scenarios. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna make it through Roadcraft now, and then I have... let me see... Eriksholm I want to play through after this. It releases on the 15th of July, so that's probably the next thing that we're going to play. It is interesting kind of isometric stealth RPG sort of thing. It's really cool. If you look at SnowRunner being a spicy chicken sandwich and Roadcraft as some bacon cheeseburger, it's perfectly fine to me that you enjoy the taste of Roadcraft over SnowRunner. You found the food you like, but the consumer base as a whole likes the spicy chicken more. Again, a sequel to SnowRunner with a cool features from Roadcraft and Expedition would be perfect, but the cranes, winch anchors. Didn't people complain about the winch anchors? I did. I thought that was stupid. No, I didn't. But it's a little bit too easy. Filling in areas with material to make a road easier to navigate. That would just kill everything with SnowRunner. Why would you ever go through them? Are the ones that they added I haven't done? Yeah, I started with the first trial and it's just atrocious. DoorDasher will think you're a no, yeah, they know I'm a lazy ass. Come on, of course. I just hope it's not some guy with a car, because that would be something. Yeah. You don't have used anchors? Yeah, you don't have to play Roadcraft. You can play SnowRunner. It's okay. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up for tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Is there anyone streaming now? Should we raid out? I usually don't stream at this time of day, so... I don't know. You wanna go watch Car Hall? What? Yeah. Nah, we'll do that. We'll go make bed. Sort of. After we've eaten, at least. And, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Good discussions today. Maybe one day when I have eaten, I can have a better discussion around this, because I feel like I'm just all over the place at this point. And it's mostly just because my blood sugar is like below at my neighbor's house somewhere. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you tomorrow again. We've done like 3 streams in a row now. We're just crazy like that. So yeah, thank you all. I appreciate it. Good night. Take care. Happy weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.